I want to talk to you today a little bit about chiropractic. Now, chiropractic is an amazing approach to the human body. And more than 100 years ago now, 125 years ago, 1895. Since 1895, chiropractic has been around. And this was written by B.J. Palmer. He was the son of the founder of chiropractic. And, this was at a time in history where, the world was moving more towards medicine, more towards drugs, more towards medical intervention into the body. And he said, wait a minute here. This is something else. And chiropractic, which was discovered in 1895, dealt with the connection between our spine and our nervous system and the function of our body and our ability of our brain to communicate with our body. And B.J. Palmer wrote this passage I love so much because it really speaks to the miracle of the body. It speaks to how incredible our body is and how we can realize, it's really a realization of the wisdom and what we call innate intelligence, the intelligence of the body to function and protect us and help us to live a healthier life. And he writes, this is called the truth. We chiropractors work with the subtle substance of the soul. We release the prisoned impulse, the tiny rivulet of force that emanates from the mind and flows over the nerves to the cells and stirs them into life. We deal with the magic power that transforms common food into living, loving, thinking clay that robes the earth with beauty and hues and scents the flowers with the glory of the air. In the dim, dark, distant long ago, when the sun first bowed to the morning star, this power spoke and there was life. It quickened the slime of the sea and the dust of the earth and drove the cell to union with its fellows in countless living forms. Through eons of time, it finned the fish and winged the bird and fanged the beast. Endlessly it worked, evolving its forms until it produced the crowning glory of them all. With tireless energy, it blows the bubble of each individual life and then silently, relentlessly dissolves the form and absorbs the spirit into itself again. And yet you ask, can chiropractic cure appendicitis or the flu? Have you more faith in a knife or a spoonful of medicine than in the innate power that animates the internal living world? I think about this time now being, we're in this COVID-19, what they're calling pandemic. But the statistics is actually showing us that there aren't actually more people that are dying this year than they have in other years. It's not like there's been this huge uptick in deaths. So, maybe more people are dying of COVID and less people are dying of auto accidents because there's less people driving or less people on the road. So, there's always a trade-off. But, chiropractic is a great tool. It's a great thing to have a chiropractor in your life that can help you to open up these innate passageways in our body, to help to clear the passageways between our brain and our body so that our body can function better, so that it can communicate, so that our brain can speak to our cells and we can allow for movement and everything that we do, which requires that energy to move through us in order to be able to live our lives. How much we sit, we stand, we move, we bend, we sleep, we do, and our body, we need this body. And this body is really just a shell. It's like when we go to sleep, we're still alive, but our consciousness goes somewhere else and our body sleeps and our body rests. So as we've spoken about in other videos, that we want to figure out how to calm our mind down. And we talked a little bit about breathing and meditation and kind of filling our mind with good stuff. Chiropractic is a way to take care of your physical body, your spine, and your nervous system to help you to stay healthier, to keep the nerve connection between your brain and your body. In fact, when a person dies, when they move on to the next world, it's not when their heart stops beating, it's actually when that nerve signal disappears that a person is considered dead. Chiropractic is oftentimes misunderstood. But the practice of chiropractic, there's the philosophy of chiropractic, there's also the practice of chiropractic. And when we can understand that there can be interference to our nervous system, there can be, due to posture, due to accidents, due to bad habits, that there can be interference to the connection between our brain and our body, that there's a breakdown in that communication. Very much like if you were watering your garden with a hose and you stepped on the hose and you stopped that flow of water going through there, or maybe you didn't completely stop it, but only some of that water got through. Well, our body is very similar in that way, in that, our brain needs to be able to effectively communicate to our cells. And when there's a lack of that connection, there's a breakdown and our body starts to suffer the effects of that. I've been a chiropractor now for the last 24 years, and the amazing things that I've seen happen to people who, whose allergies disappear, who are able to, they find that their immune system gets stronger, that their digestive system gets stronger, that they're able to be more active. I had a college baseball player tell me that he pitched the ball 15 miles an hour faster when he got his spine adjusted. So, depending upon what it is that you're trying to do in your own life, chiropractic is an incredible addition to your plan for your life, your plan for your health. It used to be that, people would say to me when I first got in practice, you go to a chiropractor, there was a lot of skepticism. And a lot of that skepticism was a function of smear campaigns from the American Medical Association and from other factions within society that were fighting against chiropractic, which was this new technology that had come into the world, and maybe they were feeling threatened. But in, I believe it was 1983, the U.S., I think it was the U.S. Court of Appeals, I think that's what it was. The U.S. Court of Appeals found the American Medical Association guilty of trying to contain and eliminate the chiropractic profession. Chiropractic is amazing. I wasn't planning on talking about that aspect of our history, but we have to understand why sometimes people feel certain ways about chiropractic that have been passed on because maybe there was a bias because their medical doctor said something, or they read something, or the pharmaceutical industry had its hand in smearing chiropractic as practice. But chiropractic is healthcare. Chiropractic is about health of the human body. And there's a difference between healthcare and sick care. Healthcare is healthcare. Healthcare is exactly how it sounds. Healthcare is about taking care of our body, being proactive, being wellness-minded. And when we can take care of our body and we can do something in a more proactive way, we can live healthier in our body, and we can enjoy our life more, stay active longer, age better, heal better, feel stronger, have more energy, and really enjoy our life as much as we can, which, at least in my own life, I just want to enjoy my life as long as I can, as much as I can. I hope you want that too. So chiropractic is a great tool that you can use in your own life that can really make a huge difference for you. We can answer any questions for you. Feel free to put some questions in the comment section below, and we'd love to be able to have the opportunity to help you.